Okay. So I thought we would start today with some breathing. This is going to be a perhaps tense week for a lot of us. There could be a lot of upheaval. There could be all sorts of emotions flying around. So let's just get ourselves settled and comfortable in your chair. Make sure your feet are firmly rooted and that you have good support for your spine, which doesn't mean leaning back in the chair, unless, of course, if you're really tired and you need a break, you do that. But if you can sit a little bit forward and rock slightly forward on your sitting bones, so you get a natural curve in your low back. It's called an anterior tilt of the pelvis. The top of the pelvis is coming a little forward of the bottom. And then just gently roll your shoulders. See how you're feeling today. And then let's start with a few minutes of Nadi Shodhana, this alternate nostril breathing, which is a very good technique to remember in times of stress or anxiety. It's a calming, steadying breath technique. So to do this, you use your right hand. You take your index and middle finger, and you either rest those on the third eye spot between your eyebrows, or put those fingers down, touch the tips of them to the base of your thumb. Your right thumb will be near your right nostril, your right ring finger near your left nostril, and you use a very, very gentle touch. Okay? So don't push too hard, and let your breath be also very gentle. So we'll start with just a full breath in and out through both nostrils. Close the right nostril, inhale through the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale through the left. That's one complete round. Again, it's inhaling through the left. Close at the top of the inhale and switch. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Change at the top of the inhale. Exhale left. So continue on your own for another minute or so. So you're going to finish the next cycle that you're working on so that you end with an exhalation through the left nostril, and then gently release your hand and just return to a natural breath. Let's notice if there's any change. Your breath might be a little slower, a little softer. So our breath also affects our state of mind. It's good to know that we can't always control our minds, though we'd like to, but just by these breath practices, we can help direct our mind in a way that we want to. So let's start with some movement of the head, turning the face side to side. And then looking up and down a few times. Try to keep your chest lifted even as you're looking down. And then return to center so your head is upright, and we'll alternate tilting side to side. So tilt to your right Come to center, tilt to your left. And center, tilt, and center, and tilt, just the head, and center. Again, tilt, center, tilt, center. One more time. Tilt, center, and tilt. Good. All right. Moving down more into our spine, we're going to alternate between cat and cow. So we're going to pull the elbows back, rock forward into this flat back or slight arch by squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then roll back on your sit bones, draw your navel towards your spine, getting some rounding in the low back, and return to sit upright. I like to, again, leave some space between my back and the back of the chair so that I have the flexibility to really move the low back when I round. Okay, let's take a breath in, and next exhale. Let's round, curling the tail under, belly hugging in. Inhale, sit tall, and then exhale, leaning a little forward, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other on your back. Inhale up, exhale round, inhale tall, exhale tilt. Again, inhale tall, exhale round, inhale tall, and exhale tilt forward. Coming back to center, sitting tall, let's lift the right arm up. You can hold the left side of your chair with your hand. We're going to try and keep the shoulder relaxed, but lengthen through the fingertips. And then gradually lean to your left, bringing your arm as close to your ear as is comfortable for you. Obviously, do what's right for your body. So if anything that I direct you in doesn't feel right in your body, feel free to adjust. Try to press that right sit bone down to the floor, or to the chair seat, I should say, and then come back to center. And I just realized I'm going to turn on another light to get a little more light on my face. That may be a little bit better. Forgot that one lamp. Okay, let's do the other side. So left arm up. Try to relax the shoulder, but extend through your fingertips. And then gradually tilting to your right. Bring your arm closer to your ear if that's available. Try not to bring your arm in front of your face. And even as you're leaning to that side, try to press that left sit bone back into the chair. You'll feel more stretch down from the waist as well as up. Keep breathing. Always when we hold a pose, we don't hold the breath. And then come back up to center and release. Good. Let's get ready for a twist. So bring your legs close together. And by gently hugging the knees together, it helps to stabilize the lower body. We're going to twist to the right, so your right hand can slide to the side or the back of your chair. Left hand across. Take a nice deep breath in, and then turn your waist, your chest, finally your head, looking back over your right shoulder and taking a few breaths here. Gently unwind. Let's go the other way. Left hand sliding back, right hand across. Keep the legs steady, gently lengthen the spine and turn ribs, chest, head. And unwind yourself, coming back to center, taking the feet a little wider now, hands resting on your thighs, rocking from the pelvis. Just feel that action where you're moving from the hip joint, not from your waist. We're going to rock forward and then add a twist, bringing your right shoulder in between the legs. Inhale, coming up to center. Exhale, tilting with the left shoulder, twisted. Inhale up, and again, right shoulder tilting in. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, left shoulder tilting. Inhaling back to center, and taking a nice big breath in, and let it out. But let's do a nice shoulder shrug. So shoulders to ears, and then let them go. You can let out sound as well. So shoulders up and exhale to let go. One more time. Big shrug up and let it go. Great. Getting ready for our sun salutation. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart. Take a full breath in and let it out, just in preparation. And then next, inhale, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale, gently bow forward. Inhale, come up part way so you have a nice long spine. Exhale, just relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way up, arms reaching out and up. And exhale, palms come down in front of your heart. Full breath in. Let's repeat that beginning part. Inhaling up and exhale to fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up and exhale, hands to heart. And going on to the next part. Let's take a breath in. And then second part, inhaling to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let it out, and we'll start at the top. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. And back to center. And twist. Back to center. Hands to heart. Full breath in. And let it out. Let's go right on to the third part. So inhaling, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the left hand down along your inner leg as you look up. Inhale, rise up and switch the arms. Exhale, right hand sliding down. Inhale, both arms stretch. And exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. We'll start from the top. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soft. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Back to center. And twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, switch the arms. Other side, sliding down. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Let's do one more round from the top. Inhaling up. And exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Come up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. And back to center. And other twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left arm down. Slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, switch. Other side, slides down. Inhale, look up and stretch both arms. Exhale, hands to heart. One more big breath in with a big gesture, reaching out and up. And gently, palms glide down in front of your heart. Take a moment to just feel your breath. Get a chance to slow down a little bit. And then you can gently release your hands when you're ready. Walk your feet in. And if you'd like, take a break and sit back against the back of the chair for a moment. Otherwise, otherwise just stay sitting upright and anchored as we begin to warm up the feet and ankles. So lifting your right foot, circle at the ankle, and reverse. And then flex that foot and point, flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point. Then release that leg. Let's do the other. Circle at the left ankle and reverse. And then flex and point. Flex, point, flex, point. One more, flex and point. Good. Releasing both feet now back to the floor. Take a moment to just check that you're sitting upright, nice and sturdy. And again, come a little away from the back of the chair if you were leaning back. We're going to slide the right heel back under the chair as far as it will go, like deepening the bend of the knee, and then extend that leg out straight, keeping your thigh on the chair. And again, bend, keep the thigh on the chair as you slide your heel back and extend. Bend and extend, bend and extend. Breathe. Let's add a stretch of the right arm with that right leg. Deep breath in and release. Good. Other side. So slide the left heel back, the foot is flexed, and then extend straight out. Bend, go gently. You don't want to jerk your leg. Try and make it a smooth action in each direction. One more time, bend and extend. Keep the leg out there, left leg extended, sitting tall, and then left arm stretching up and breathing. And release. Very good. Okay. So now just to challenge ourselves a little bit, little mental challenges as well, we're going to lift the right leg and at the same time the left arm. So we're going to alternate arm and leg. Okay? So here we go. Right arm, left leg, and bring them down. Left leg, right arm, and bring it down. Right leg, left arm, and down. Left leg, right arm, and down. Just the arms, and down. Just the legs, and down. And now arms and legs together. And release. And again, arms and legs together. And release one last time, arms and legs together. And release. Ah. Good. All right, taking a little breather. Let's make sure we give a little circulation to that hip joint that we were just working there. So support your right leg under the thigh. And if you interlace your fingers, you can just let your legs sit in your hand. And then move the leg in little circles. And change the direction. Draw that leg in close to your chest so you can keep holding the thigh, or if it's available, interlace fingers around the shin. Flex both feet and draw your navel towards your spine. You want to really engage the abdominal muscles. Sitting tall, shoulders back, chest lifted. Either stay here, or if you want, extend the left leg straight out in front of you as you hug the right knee in. And keep breathing. Deep breath. If you need to release before I tell you, it's always okay. Okay, let's all release now. Shake out your hands. Wiggle the fingers. Let's do the other leg. So interlace under the left thigh. Let the leg be heavy. Move the knee in little circles. And reverse. And then draw that knee in towards your chest. Switch the clasp of the hands if that's comfortable. Tone your belly, navel hugs in, flex both feet, lift your chest, shoulders back, head high. Breathe here, either keeping that right heel pressing into the floor or extending that leg straight out. Full deep breath, whatever position you're in. Breathing goes in and out, nice and steady as much as you can. And then gently release both feet to the floor. Shake out your hands. Let's circle at the wrist. And reverse the circles. Good. Extending the right palm up and extending your arm out straight. Point your fingers down, and with your other hand, just gently try to draw the fingertips towards you. Feel that stretch in your forearm, wrist, and release. Other side, left palm up, arm extended straight out. Try to point the fingers down and then pull the tips of the fingers towards you as you press the palm forward. Good, and release. And again, just a little pump the fingers, kind of open and close the fists. Getting ready for a few seated versions of standing poses. We're going to open that right knee out to the side, and you can either keep your left foot right where it is, or I like to come to the front edge of the chair so that I can extend that left leg a little bit out on a diagonal. So the toes are slightly turned in and your torso is facing forward. The sole of the left foot stays on the floor. So if it's extended and you're twisting at the ankle, then just come back to this bent knee position. Either one does the job. You don't want to strain beyond what's comfortable for you today. Sit up really tall. Let's inhale, open the arms out with palms up. And then just gently turn at the wrist, palms down, gaze to your right for our warrior two pose. Feel your breath. Try to imagine that you're standing on both of these legs, right? That you're, even though you're sitting, imagine putting the energy into the legs as well. And then bring your left hand to the side of the chair or your hip, turn your right palm up and arc up for a moment into this reverse warrior position. But as on your next exhale, bend the right elbow, rest it on your forearm on your thigh, and draw the shoulders and the head back in line with your spine. So torso is totally to the side, left arm can sweep out and up, and start to make some gentle circles. And then reverse the direction of the circles. The next time you reach that left arm up, pause there. Reach really high. Both arms stretching up, and then you're going to turn your whole body towards your right leg. Right? This is a little different. We're going to lean over that thigh. You can rest your hands on your thigh. If you're feeling a little more daring, you can actually let your torso lower more towards the floor. Maybe even bring your left hand down, hands on either side of your right foot. Good, let's come back up, so hands to thigh, lengthen the spine, lift up from your belly, and back, coming back to center. Take a moment before we do that whole sequence on the other side. So we're going to open the left leg, knee bent, foot on the floor, knee directly over the ankle. So adjust your position on the chair so that you're comfortably supporting that left thigh and sitting bones. Right foot where it is with the knee bent or leg extended, slightly turned in with the sole of the foot on the floor. Chest open towards your screen. Let's open the arms wide, palms up. And then very gently turning at the wrist and gazing to the left. Continue to breathe. Try to stay really balanced, left and right. Check in with those legs. So try and get your legs working as if you were standing on them, even though we're not. And then bringing your right hand down, turn your left palm up and arcing up gently for reverse forward. Take a breath, and then next exhale, bending that left elbow, forearm to thigh, shoulders hug back, head in line. Right arm sweeping out and up and beginning to circle all the way around. And then reverse the circles. The next time that arm reaches up, stay there. Stretch both arms up. Turn towards your left leg. And you can always start with the hands on your thighs and gently lean, extending your spine over that leg. Either stay with that, or if you feel you're able to, you can bring your fingers down, slide them down your shin, or bring them to the floor alongside of your foot. Breathe. And then hands back to the thigh, lift up through the belly, and come back to center. Good. All right. So let's move into our eagle pose, and we'll do both the arms and the legs. So you do as much as you can in each one. Legs can either stay hugging together. You can cross right ankle in front of left ankle, or right knee over left knee. But either case, trying to really squeeze the lower legs together. And then we're going to bring the arms into cactus. You can just, keeping the chest as wide as you can, try to bring the forearms together. If you're ready to go farther, you can slide the right elbow down, bring the left elbow over, and maybe intertwine the palms, fingers pointing up. Big breath in and out. Then slide your elbows a little bit over to one side, back to center, over to the other side, back to center, and then release just the arms, stretch them out and up. We're going to transition now to this hip stretch. So from here, let your knee open wide. So you're going to slide your knee, right knee out to the side. And if you are crossed at the ankle, slide your left foot out farther forward and your right leg up a little higher on the shin. So if you can get above the knee, great. If not, extend the lower leg. You should feel this in the hip joint on the right side. So we want to keep that knee open. You can bring one hand to the side of your right knee and one to the sole of your right foot, and flex that foot and just gently press the hands in, press your foot and your knee out into your hands. And breathe. Try and sit as tall as you can, chest lifting. And gently release. Other side. So starting with the eagle pose, legs together, left ankle in front of right, or left knee across right knee. Lower legs hugged together. Squeezing the legs, bring the arms to cactus. This time, if you're able to cross at the elbow, you bring the left under the right and intertwine the forearms as best you can, or just keep the backs of the hands pressing together. Sit tall, chest wide, breathe deeply. Lift the elbows a little higher, and then let's bring the elbows slightly over to the one side, back to center, and a little bit over to the other side, back to center. Release just the arms, stretch them out and up, and then you're going to begin to transition the left leg, opening the knee wide. If it's too hard to rest the ankle on top of your other knee, then straighten the lower leg and bring the left foot down a little lower. You can bring, if you can reach it, you bring your right hand to your left foot, left hand to the outside of your left knee, and just gently press. Hands into foot and leg, leg into hands. Sit up really tall and breathe. Good. Gently unwind yourself. Rock a little side to side. And then start to make some gentle circles with your whole torso. So this gives a little massage to your sitting bones as well as movement for your hips and your spine. Change the direction of the circles. And then make your way back to center, sitting tall. Let's do some arm stretches now. So taking your right arm, bring your elbow, bend at the elbow, fingertips to your shoulder, and then lift that elbow as high as you can. Try and you can use your left hand to draw the right elbow back farther. Try to keep the upper arm close to your ear and breathe. And then switch. Left elbow bent, lifting the elbow as high as you can and using your right hand to draw it farther back if possible. Full deep breaths. And release. Extending your right arm out to the side, bring it across your body, just give a gentle hug. So you're pulling the arm towards you with your left hand. Feel the stretch in the back of the right shoulder. And release. Left arm comes across the body. Hug it into your chest. And breathe. And release. Shake out the arms. Let's work the triceps a little bit, the back of the arm. So if you lean slightly forward, you can keep your left hand resting on your thigh. Turn your right palm up, make a gentle fist, and draw your elbow back as far as you can. Keeping the elbow back, then straighten that arm behind you, and then bend at the elbow. So stretch it back and bend, back and bend, back and bend, and back and bend, and release. Other side. So leaning a little forward, turn the left palm up, make a gentle fist, draw the elbow back as far as you can, and then straighten the arm behind you. Keep the elbow back there, just bend in, and extend, and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. One more. Extend and bend. And release. Good. Circle your shoulders a few times. And then getting ready for our modified bridge pose. So you can bring your hands onto the edges, the back edges of your seat, wherever you can get a grasp. Bring the heels of each foot up on the front leg of your chair. So the balls of your feet stay on the floor. You can lean back So squeezing your elbows towards each other, shoulder blades hug in. So there are variations, various levels of this pose. If it's enough for you, you may feel quite a bit of a back bend here, just lifting your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other. Staying with that, keep the breath full. Try not to pull your chin too far down towards your chest or let your head drop back. So you keep the back of the neck nice and long. And then adding to that, if you want, press into your feet. Lift your hips up off the chair and breathe. If you can stay there for a breath or two. And then hinge back. Make sure you slide your bottom back. Get it onto the chair and release. Placing the feet full on the floor once again. All right. I think we need a little laughter. It's going to be a tough week, perhaps so. Whatever, let's start with just clearing the mind. So whatever is bothering you, whatever your critic is that's sitting on your shoulder, the judge, just brush it off. Brush it off on each side. And then spread your fingers nice and wide. And I'm going to clap. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And add some sound. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Good. All right. Now, there may still be some nooks and crannies up there in your mind that are saying, oh, it's silly to do this sitting here home alone. So let's unzip the skull. Zip. And then zip it open the other way. Zip. And then reach right into that space. Make some space there. Reach in. Take out your brain. And do a little brainwashing here. Okay, so you got your brain in your hand. Can you see it? Okay, just picture it. And then get your brush. And here we go. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Ah, take a few deep breaths. Ah, and just feel the energy that is stimulating your fingers, stimulating other parts of you as well. We're going to begin to make our way up to standing for some balance practice and some standing poses. But let's come to the edge of this chair first, extending your right leg out, flex your foot. Sitting tall, you can keep hold of the side edges of the chair for support and just hinging at the pelvis. So leg is straight, foot is flexed. You're tilting just a little bit from the hip joint until you feel it in the back of the thigh. When you do, you just pause and breathe, just letting the natural rhythm of your breath bring a little rocking into your body that eases you deeper in the stretch. Good, coming back up. Let's do the other side. Extending the left leg, heel on the floor, foot flex, sit up tall, and then hinge just a little bit, just till you feel it. Then focus on your breathing, in and out, nice and steady. Good, returning to the center. Get your feet, walk your feet back a little bit so they're a little bit more underneath your thighs rather than just under your knees. You can rest your hands on the tops of your thighs or hold the chair. But try to keep your shoulders back, your chest lifted, your gaze forward, and then you can rock little human rocking chair. Rock forward and back. Feel the pressure you put as you push the heels towards the floor. Try to engage your core as well for support. And when you're ready, really push the feet down, come to stand up. I'll adjust my screen a little bit. So come to stand right behind your chair is good. I'm going to just stay in front of mine for the moment. We're going to do our chair pose. So if you feel unsteady for balance in any way, keep one or both hands on the chair. Otherwise, sweep your arms out to the side, feet slightly apart and parallel. We're going to bend the knees, tilt at the hips as if you're about to sit down, but you're not sitting. See if you can stay there for a breath or two. Spine is long, the knees and ankles and hips are all bent. And then release and come up. Good. Let's do one more chair pose. So inhaling the arms out to the sides and then bending the knees. Try to keep your knees in line with your ankles, hinging at the ankle, the knee, and the hip, chest lifted. Lift the corners of your mouth just for the hell of it and breathe. And then release. Let it go. Good. Okay, I'm going to move my chair to the side, but you can just continue to stand behind your chair. So facing your chair, take a moment to just rock forward and back from the heels of your feet to the balls of the feet. And then keep facing in this direction, but bend your right knee a little bit and open that leg to the side. So try not to turn your body. Right? Your hips should still face the chair. You're going to bring the sole of your right foot alongside the left ankle or maybe up along the calf. At the same time, hug your left leg into your right. So it looks like this, if I was doing it as a mirror image of you. Breathe. And then just notice how wobbly you feel standing on one leg. You can extend one arm up or try bringing that arm into cactus or any other position that helps you keep nice and tall and uplifted. And if you want to play with lifting the other hand, that's great. Keep breathing. Release anytime you need to. But let's all release. Let it go. Okay, second side. So standing on your right leg now, bend the left knee, open it up to the side. Bring the sole of the left foot alongside the right ankle or up alongside the calf, but try not to push your hip out to the side. So you're hugging that right hip in towards the midline as the leg and foot press into each other. Breathe. And then it's your choice what you want to do with the arms. You can keep holding on to the chair. You can try lifting one hand at a time, even just for a fraction of a second, or both. Another variation on the pose, if you're feeling steady, is to bring the hands into prayer position. And I'm releasing because I'm losing my balance. So shake the legs out a little bit. Good. We're going to, still facing your chair, bring your right foot forward, close to the chair. Reach your left foot way back. So you're up on the ball of the left foot. Your right knee is right over the ankle. Standing tall, we're going to come into, first we're just going to do little dips. So you're going to just dip the back knee towards the floor and come up. So dip and lift, and dip and lift, and one more, dip and lift. Good. And now let that really reach through your back heel. Try to bring that to the floor. Keep your hips facing forward. If the balance feels tricky, widen the space side to side between your feet. Breathe deeply. Hips are facing your chair. So getting ready for warrior one pose. Going to release the chair with your hands if you feel steady. If not, keep at least one hand on the chair. And then arms can come out to the sides. If you feel steady enough, arms can come up alongside your ears into a wide V shape. And breathe. And now from here, I'm going to bring the arms down, lift the back heel. We're going to move to another balance challenge, warrior three. So you're going to hop the back foot in closer. You can keep your right knee a little bent if you need to. And we're going to bring all our weight onto the right leg, flex the left foot, and lift it straight back behind you. Bringing it up as high as you can, maybe to hip height, lengthening your torso forward. And you may want to just keep the hold of the chair where you are, or perhaps bring your hands down to the seat of the chair. And breathe. You can even try extending one arm out. Opposite arm and leg. Good, and then bring both feet to the floor. Come on up, and we'll do both of those poses on the other side. So now your left foot is going to be close to the chair. Bend the knees, reach way back with your right foot. Stay up on the ball of the foot first for our little dips. You're going to dip and lift, and dip and lift, dip and lift. One more, dip and lift. Good, and then stretch that back leg. Keep your left knee bent, stretch the back leg straight. Make it a little wider to the side if you need to for balance. Try to keep your hips facing directly towards your chair. Feel your breath. Notice how steady you feel. Always possible to keep at least one hand on the chair if you feel unsteady in any way. If you feel solid, to lift both arms, bringing them out to the sides, chest nice and open, or maybe even up into a wide V shape alongside your ears. Nice deep breath. And then bring the hands back to the chair. Lift the back heel and step the back foot in closer. Bringing all your weight onto your left leg now. We're going to lift the right foot, flex it. Gradually lift that heel higher. Stretch that right leg way back behind you. And then if you want, you can bring your hands down to the seat of the chair. Stretch back through the back leg. You can keep the left knee a little bent. And if you want, extend the left arm out away from the left leg. And then gently release. Come on up to stand gently. Take your feet a little wider than hip width, and let's make some easy circles with the hips. And go the other direction. And just let everything go for a moment. Come back to your breath. Notice if your breath gets a little bit faster as we do these standing poses. So these are very strong poses when we're standing. I'm going to take the feet wide apart now. So I'm going to stay to this so that you can see me from the front angle. Right foot is going to turn out to the side. Left foot is parallel with the alignment of your body. So you're facing straight ahead. And then standing up tall, if you need support, keep one hand on the chair. Try to press your left thigh back a little bit. And then imagine wrapping your right hip underneath. Lengthen through your torso. You're going to crease at the top of that right thigh for triangle pose. Tilting to your right. Right hand can slide down your leg, and left arm can go to the sky. You can keep one or both hands holding the chair. But try and keep your chest open, head nice and lengthened away from your tailbone. And then inhale, coming up, and switch the feet. So right foot now is facing forward, left leg turning 90 degrees to the side, opening your chest towards the screen. And again, right thigh this time pressing back a little bit, left hip wrapping under, lifting up through your ribs and hinging at the top of the thigh. Torso tilts to the left, your hips move a little to the right. You keep one hand on the chair, always if you need it. You can try switching, doing just one arm motion at a time. So the left arm slides down the leg, the right arm goes to the sky. One or both, and breathe. Good. And then root down through your feet as you come up to stand. Turn the legs parallel, both feet pointing forward. Bend your knees a little bit, just gently rock side to side, one knee bending, the other leg straightening. Take a moment to fold gently forward. Knees can stay a little bit bent. You don't have to go terribly low. Just lengthen the spine, coming into this symmetrical stretch. And then as you come up, walk your feet in closer together. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, big breath in. And exhale out. Last one, big breath in. And exhale. Stand for a moment in this strong, upright posture of mountain pose, Tadasana. And then we'll make our way back to our chairs for relaxation. So come to sit. And just find a comfortable position. I'll do a little bit of guided relaxation to close our class. So if you want to lean back in the chair, that's fine. Close your eyes and let your feet just slide forward. Imagine you're dipping your feet, or you're just lightly being surrounded by this warm golden light. Imagine this warm golden light just touching the soles of your feet and then starting to flow upward through the arches of your feet, up into the ankles, gradually moving up into your calves. And this warm golden light is gentle and relaxing, and it's just very soothing to all your muscles. Letting your breath come and go however it needs to. Just having that sensation of a warm golden light move up into your knees and into your thighs. Let it move up into your pelvis, into the hip bones and all the organs in the pelvis. Moving up through your torso, up through the back of your spine, up through your ribs, up into your stomach and your heart and your lungs. up into your shoulders and chest, and then gliding that light down through the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands. All your fingers completely relaxed. Relaxing now through your face, softening the skin on your forehead and temples. Your eyes rest gently in their sockets. Relax the tongue. Relax the throat. Relax the scalp. Just rest for a moment in this sense of warm, golden light flowing through you. Letting it restore your energy, relax your muscles. When you feel ready, start to take some deeper breaths. Very gently begin to move your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, moving your hands and wrists, feet and ankles, rolling your shoulders, moving your neck, and little by little, getting your feet once again grounded on the floor and sitting up tall. As we come to the end of our practice, let's support each other in our efforts to endure this pandemic that we are all experiencing and the upheavals of this election week. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart and let's chant the sound of Om together. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a wonderful week. I will unmute you or let you unmute.
Thank you, Susan.